Ça fait 2 semaines que je suis ici avec mes enfants, Chloé et Elliot, et Guéna qui filme. Et j'ai eu la bonne idée d'inviter Fred, de faire inviter Fred pour qu'il vienne voir ce qui se passe ici. Car c'est mon 2e séjour, donc Fred est venu en VIP.
Alors la conclusion, c'est que la qualité des soins en Voita est top, donc je ne saurais que trop la conseiller pour les parents. Ils sont adorables, professionnels. Je trouve que c'est très complémentaire de ce qu'on peut faire à Barcelone, donc j'invite les parents à ne pas hésiter à venir essayer ce genre de thérapie.
Oui, voilà, qu'est-ce qu'on peut dire en plus Voita, les bains à bulles, la piscine, enfin, ça ressemble beaucoup, à mon avis en tant que maman, ça ressemble beaucoup à Essentis, mais ce qui nous manque c'est l'ostéopathie, l'acupuncture. Mais c'est vrai que c'est un bon échange que Fred soit venu ici, il a rencontré tout le staff, il a été très bien accueilli.
Oui, d'autant qu'ils sont d'accord pour qu'il y ait des projets d'études scientifiques qui soient faits entre nos patients et les leurs. Et donc, c'est des gens qui sont ouverts et c'est rare, il faut le souligner.
Il faut le souligner. Donc nous sommes très discrets, nous deux, mais on avance petit à petit, n'est-ce pas?
Bonjour à tout le monde.
Oui, et bonjour à mes amis bretons, que je ne nommerai pas, mais que j'embrasse très fort. Voilà. Mais en fait, c'est quand même difficile pour une maman de tout quitter et de venir 3 semaines ici, 3 semaines à Barcelone, 3 semaines en République Tchèque, en Pologne, faire venir des Israéliens. C'est un peu compliqué tout ça, alors que ça pourrait être si simple. Mais tant qu'il y a des personnes comme ça qui m'acceptent dans ma folie et dans mon délire, ça marche. Merci.
Merci.
Bon, Elliot nous a pris le truc. Il va être obligé de faire une musique encore.
Non, ça sera bien.
Is wonderful, so thank you very much. The idea is to make a presentation about osteopathy, about our work in osteopathy in my clinic in Barcelona, and so I will present you the work. And we'll speak about the role of osteopathic cranial techniques in the treatment of children with cerebral palsy. The third consequence is verticality in skull. Since vertebration offer, the man has been brain due to the vertical position. The vertical position trained in a series of anatomical change. Now we'll speak a few minutes about my special interest about anthropology. Sometimes I receive on my clinic people who work in a computer and say, please Fred, I have a big problem in my cervical because I spend 12 hours every day working in a computer. I say, well, okay, great. The problem is to understand that we are not finished. I am not finished, not just you. That we have to see us in the evolution. For example, you have this muscle, the hamstring, will still be adapted for quadripedia. But since a long time we don't walk in quadripedia. I don't walk in quadripedia. I don't know you at home. Somebody walk in quadripedia? Yeah? No, huh? So why, since millions of years we don't walk in quadripedia, we still have this hamstring with adapt because of this insertion for the repair because we are not finished. So if my patient thinks that he can spend 12 hours every day in front of his computer and will adapt his position, it's impossible. You understand? So my interest was to say, if we receive children with cerebral palsy who have this kind of posture, when you look at a monkey, you are very interested to see why. It's the same posture in hip flexion. If we understand what kind of change we have in the skull in the monkey to be like us now, we will check about our patient if we find this change or not. So, to be like that and to be in verticalization, we will have change about the skull, the pelvis, the spinal column, and the upper and lower extremities. The third change, well, the monkey was a rotation in the occipital. But the monkey here, if you look at the occipital, the basilar apophysis, in this one you see the anterior part is down. So if you put the occipital like that, you have to be like that. In us, you see the difference, it's higher. This is lower, this is upper. You see? It's for that the monkey has this posture and protection, and we can be like that. The other change about the monkey was the flexion of the base of the skull. We have here the sciatica, the sphenoid, we have a flexion. Okay? You see here? And here we have a flexion. The third thing is the change about mandibular and frontal. In this case, the mandibular, the monkey was prognate. So it was the mandibular in forward. Because of that, all the proprioception, the prehension it takes to catch the thing, was not with the hand because the finger was like that. Okay? And we find that about children with CP. And we find a lot of children with CP with prognatism. So we say that to give freedom to language, we have to open the hand. If the children is like that, you know, it stretch the teeth. That is interesting in this case is this rotation between the mandibular and the frontal. If you have the axis like that, okay, you see that when I have the mandibular forward, I have the frontal which push backward. In us, we have the mandibular to go backward, and thanks to that, we leave and give freedom to the frontal forward. So we can see a difference between this part and this part. Because the mandibular, because the end will be free, we give freedom to the frontal cerebellus to grow up forward. In my patient, in 90% of my CP children, I find dysfunction, intraocular dysfunction in the occipital hole. And we are very surprised to find in all the children who have this kind of posture, this kind of dysfunction. If we don't treat this kind of dysfunction in the baby, they will, I don't say that they will stay like that, but you don't give possibility to have normal posture. So it's very, very important to think that we need to conform, we need to treat cranial dysfunction for all these explications. First, the occipital for the posture, and the mandibular to let the cerebellus, the frontal cerebellum grow up normally. So how we can treat, how we do our treatment with our hand. The cranial, the parts, upper and down. The upper part, the origin is membranous, so you can treat it's smooth. The down part is cartilaginous. So the skull is like this room. You have the floor, the wall, and the top. If I change the floor, I will change everything, like the Pisces Tower in Italy. You know Pisces Tower? Okay. So plenty of children come with plagiocephalia who never treat, for example, the parietal or the upper part of the occipital. We always look the part of the floor of the skull. Why it's so important to treat quickly is because at one moment we will have calcification. So here we can see the top of the base of the cranium of the skull, and we can see that we have at 5 years old calcification in this part of the occipital, at 7 years old in the ganglion part, and we used to find a lot of dysfunction. We don't have symmetry in children with cerebral palsy.